What is up, guys? Good evening. I am going to be very honest, as always. I do not feel good today. I feel ridiculously stressed out, as well as in my head, and very self conscious because I've had a couple of people in the past couple of days reach out to me, and it's been interesting because it's actually just really a test. I have been so hyper vigilant my whole life, making sure to make other people happy. And what I found was I was putting other people's needs before my own. And on this journey of raw content creation, the thing that held me back for the longest time of being able to consistently show up was that inherent fear that the people close to me would get mad at me, walk away from me, whatever it is. It's ultimately this wanting a sense of security and comfort. And it's really interesting because I had a conversation with someone close to me who, in some words, believed that my videos are coming across as arrogant and even narcissistic. And I just listened, and I listened and asked questions to understand in what way are they arrogant or narcissistic. And there wasn't really any detail. And usually, what I've been learning more and more is if people can't really provide detail on the vocabulary they use, in if they can't provide specific examples and how something I said was narcissistic or arrogant, then sometimes it's just not that. Sometimes it can be them believing that I'm just whatever because I'm doing something they're not. And I'm not saying anyone wants to do what I'm doing or be who I am, not at all. But I am saying that you're gonna rock the boat big time, big time when you start expressing yourself, when you start telling people who you actually are and showing it consistently. It's fucking scary. It's absolutely petrifying. This is why so many people I know want to get in the content game, but they're afraid of doing it, or they do it for a little bit, like myself a while back, consistent for maybe a week, consistent for maybe a month, on and off for maybe a year, and then just fall off. I have so many doubts that just come on even as these cars are passing by now that I'm self-conscious. Oh, what do these people think of me? Am I being arrogant because I'm walking around with a tripod and I'm talking to people and I have people that follow me on an account? What do these people think? Who cares? Who cares? It's really interesting because this life that we have is really it's only us. We're born with people we love who brought us into this world, and we leave, and most of us are going to leave alone. We might have loved ones in the room, but we come here by ourselves and we're going to leave by ourselves. And I'm still shooting this video today because I'm going to choose me. I've spent too much time not choosing me, and I don't know where I'll be in a year. I don't know where I'll be in 6 months. I don't know where I'll be in 5 years. All I know is me choosing to get on a camera every day and express myself in this time period and share what I'm going through and share the lessons that I've accumulated from years of trials and tribulations is actually very beneficial to me. And it actually allows me to do what I do best and share my gifts with the world. A lot of the stuff I share on this channel right now is not directly tied into all the work I do. There is an aspect, like a lot of the guys that I attract in the community that we have, Ubuntu, are all doing the same thing. Like they all want to be content creators or just even just leaders. Like at the end of the day, if you have a business in this day and age and you're not using social media, utilizing it as a tool, unless you only have a referral business or you're just doing ads or cold calls, this is the game now. This is the game. And it's a spiritual game because every time you can show up for yourself and put yourself out authentically with what you're going through, what you're seeing, what you do in your business of life, whatever it is, it will inherently add value to the people who see it. And so, like, I can't stop just because people tell me a couple of things that I'm self-conscious about. Like, I got a message a couple days ago from a guy that I knew when I was in the deep woo space in the spiritual community. And I have not heard from this guy in years. And I have reached out to him before, and I've always wished him well. And he messaged me and he goes, "Hey man, like, why do you smoke cigars?" And I just go, "Why don't you smoke cigars?" And he just goes, "Yeah, like, we haven't talked in a while, but I just want to let you know, like, it takes away from the Logan that I used to know." And I just essentially told him, like, I'm not that same person. Like, who says I'm going to be smoking cigars every single day for the rest of my life? Even if that's the case, why don't you ask me why I smoke cigars? Like, when I work with clients and they have addictions and they're doing things that they don't like, I don't I don't tell them like, "Oh yeah, you know you're going to get really sick from that and you're going to die." They already know that. I usually ask them questions to understand why they're doing it. And so I've noticed people will tell me how I'm showing up according to their own reality in their own life, but they never ask me about why I'm doing the things I'm doing. It's like, if nobody asked me why I actually smoke these cigars, they don't know why I smoke them on the video. They just think I have an addiction. They also don't know, most people don't know that cigars are remarkably different than a cigarette, remarkably different than tobacco-based products. Like, I'm not doing Zins. Someone will see me smoking a cigar and go, "Oh, you smoke." It's like, well, I'm not inhaling into my lungs. Um, and and they don't know, one, if I rolled it myself, if I got it from an organic tobacco supplier. And most of them don't know the positive effects of nicotine on the body or why I'm even using this. And so what I'm coming to terms with is really just understanding there's going to be people, and I talk about this in the rhino skin video, but this one I'm a lot more vulnerable because I've been doing a lot and I've been putting myself out there a lot, and I'm almost like in what's called a vulnerability hangover, where I've been putting myself out so vulnerably, and now I'm hitting the point where I'm like almost tired, and I am tired. I'm fatigued today. I'm almost tired from putting myself out there, but this is just my new identity. It's like, "Oh, Logan, why are you shooting so many videos all the time talking? You're arrogant." It's like, well, do you guys know why I'm shooting my videos? I'm shooting these videos, one, to connect deeply with myself, to be able to understand what's going on in my own mind, in my own psyche. And then also, I put this out ultimately to connect with other people and to share anything that I've learned. These are videos to my past self. These are videos to like one person, which was my past self when I was super sick and I was super self-conscious. If I had these videos back then, it would have gotten me through a lot. It would have gotten me through a lot. And I see, like, there was an artist I used to love, Juice WRLD. He died. That guy put out so much content. He made like thousands upon thousands of songs. He still has unreleased music. And when I look back at him, I don't know all the difficulties he had. All I know is he didn't stop doing what he loved. He loved making music. And I do love making videos. I love expressing myself. I love talking. And 2, 3, 4 months ago, I was going through all these healing loopholes, just trying to figure out a way where I could finally give myself the permission to speak. The permission to say, hey, my voice regardless of what people say about me on the internet, regardless of what friends and family think, this is who I am. And I'm not going to be the same every single day. I'm going to show up differently. There's going to be things that I said last week that are contradictory to what I said today. And that's completely fine. But only I am really going to be the person that's there for myself every day that can wake up. And it's the same for you. So if you want to go do anything, just know there's going to be people on your journey that are going to say things to you that trigger you, that make you feel less than, that make you lose track and sight in your mission, lose confidence in yourself. And the only way that that can have any merit, that any of those words can ever really dig into you and stop you from your mission, is if you give them any value. And so I'm not saying that the things in the feedback that my the people that are around me, that I don't listen to them, but there is a point where I've had to stop listening to everything outside of myself and just block out the noise and put on the blinders. And if people are going to call me arrogant, a narcissist, all of these things, just because I'm from my heart expressing myself and it's coming from a good place in me, like, if people can't see that, that's not on me, that's on them. So keep doing your thing. There's people out there doing whatever they want. There's people that are in the prawn industry who decide I'm gonna go do this regardless of what my parents think. There's people in all types of industries that are doing all types of things. And there are also narcissistic people walking around running really big companies and doing whatever they want. And so if those people are going to do it, I'm not saying, oh yeah, go be a narcissist. Even if you wanted to, that's like a whole entire behavior pattern. You'd have to study what narcissists do to even start displaying those attributes. So it's really interesting. I'm dealing more and more with understanding the projection game, and something I stumbled upon recently on TikTok. It's quite interesting because there's a lot of on every social media platform, there's a lot of people who are really nice. And the content creators who get it, they'll reach out to me all the time and tell me, keep doing what you're doing. Like, keep doing what you're doing is helping people. And what I learned is the only people that are actually making comments are the ones sitting on the sidelines. Negative comments. People who are on their path and in their mission, they don't have time to make comments. And they might be making comments behind closed doors, but they just don't have the time. They're doing their own thing. So go do your own thing. When you're on the football field, there are going to be people yelling at you saying that what you're doing is wrong. Oh, you didn't throw the ball right. You're an idiot. You see this in sports a lot. I've seen it in I've been in many rooms with people where they're watching some football player who is a professional, who gets paid to do that, and they're telling them how to do it, and they're projecting onto them what they should be doing. And their whole day is ruined if this guy loses the game, because they're emotionally invested in the outcome. But if you're making videos to support your business, your family, yourself, to express yourself, to share things, and anyone gives you any crap for that, that's on them. They're on the sidelines. And just don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Like, for me today, the fact that I'm even still talking about this, like, it hits a wound. It hits a wound for me, because there's been parts of me in my past where I have put other people's opinions so much higher than my own that I got sidelined. Like I would be on the football field, metaphorically speaking, and someone would say something to me and it would just rock me and I'd go sit on the bench. And it's like, oh no, Logan, people would be around me like you're meant to be on that field. Metaphorically, you're meant to be on that field. I keep getting confirmation from the world that I'm meant to be on the field. But the past pain that I carried of other people's opinions just stopped me from getting on the field. And at the end of the day, the field is a game. It's a ball game. Life is a game. And so my mom says this all the time. People are going to be in your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And so if people aren't supportive of you, even if they're blood, they can always come back. Like blood is thicker than water. I've had bad relationships with family members all throughout, and we've come back to each other. So at the end of the day, we all have the ability to change and to right our wrongs and to forgive ourselves and other people if we make mistakes. But don't numb yourself. Don't stop yourself from being polarizing, from showing people your essence. Because the more polarizing I've been with how I feel about this reality and where I'm at, the more I've been having people come out of the woodworks telling me to stop. And it's all just a projection. It's just them telling me what you're doing doesn't make me feel safe. But I feel safe and I feel good and I'm going to keep doing it. And you should too. So enjoy your endeavors. These relationships that come in our lives that cause emotional turbulence or pain. I'm thinking particularly regarding like relationships with the opposite sex. If you're in a long-term relationship, some of the deepest work I've ever done has been in a long-term relationship with a partner. It's because you have to see each other so vulnerably, and showing up in that is scary. And that's what these videos are for me. I know one day these videos, like my videos are getting hundreds of views. It doesn't matter regardless of if I get hundreds of thousands. I've had videos that have had hundreds of thousands of views. And it doesn't change anything. It might bring in more business, but at the end of the day, I'm still here and I'm doing what I want. So go do what you want. And if you want to be in a community of other guys that are doing what they want, while we're also providing philanthropy for our community, consider applying to Ubuntu Fellowship below. Later.